In this video, we'll be learning about sulfonamides and the mechanism of action. So sulfonamides are the first antibacterial agents that are to be given against the action of any certain bacteria. So now let us discuss about the mechanism of action of the sulfonamides. So the sulfonamides mainly they show the action on the DNA synthesis in the bacterium itself. So let's see that in detail. So the sulfonamides mainly act on the DNA synthesis of the DNA, and mainly in the synthesis of the DNA, the sulfonamides show the action by blocking the folic acid synthesis. So whenever the folic acid synthesis is inhibiting, automatically the DNA synthesis doesn't happen. So for the production of the folic acid, so now let us discuss about the general mechanism of the folic acid, synthesis of the folic acid in the bacterium. So there is a residue called para-aminobenzoic acid is a residue which combines with pteridine and form dihydroteroic acid. So this dihydroteroic acid, on the action of dihydrofolate synthase, it forms dihydrofolic acid. So this dihydrofolic acid, again on the action of dihydrofolate reductase enzyme, it further converts into tetrahydrofolic acid. So this is the general process that happens in the bacterium itself. So here the PABA, para-aminobenzoic acid, combines with pteridine, a residue of the folic acid, and along with this an enzyme called dihydroteroic synthase acts here and forms dihydroteroic acid. So what the sulfonamides are doing is, the sulfonamides are blocking the conversion of para-aminobenzoic acid and pteridine. So the sulfonamides shows their action at this point of time where para-aminobenzoic acid combines with pteridine residue. This sulfonamide inhibits the combination of para-aminobenzoic acid and pteridine by competitively inhibiting the binding of para-aminobenzoic acid with the pteridine residue. So that dihydroteroic acid doesn't occur, and in turn the tetrahydrofolic acid doesn't happen. So this is the main mechanism of sulfonamides. When you want to see the enzymes that are acting here, so in this point of time the enzyme that is acting here is steroid synthase, and here the enzyme will be dihydrofolate synthase, and here folate reductase. So these are the enzymes that are showing the actions on the synthesis of the folic acid. So the sulfonamides block the combination, block the binding of para-aminobenzoic acid to that of the pteridine, which in turn blocks the synthesis of folic acid. Hence the DNA synthesis in the bacteria doesn't happen. So in general, the sulfonamides alone cannot be prescribed by any of the physician, as most of the bacteria are being resistant to the sulfonamides. So that there is a combination of the drug called sulfonamides and along with trimethoprim, which is called as cotrimoxazole. So the drug is cotrimoxazole. So this is a combination of the drug which includes sulfamethoxazole and trimethoprim. So let us see the action of the trimethoprim in this process. So the sulfonamides block the synthesis of, block the combining of the para-aminobenzoic acid with that of the pteridine, and trimethoprim inhibits the enzyme folate reductase, So here the trimethoprim is showing its action. Here the trimethoprim is showing its action and inhibiting the enzyme folate reductase. So in any case, if the bacteria is resistant to the sulfonamides, until then this dihydrofolic acid, the synthesis of the dihydrofolic acid happens. But the dihydrofolic acid needs to be converted into tetrahydrofolic acid with the enzyme folate reductase. So that the trimethoprim is the drug which is inhibiting the enzyme folate reductase, and hence the tetrahydrofolic acid doesn't occur or doesn't happen. So this is how the sulfonamides and the combination drug sulfonamide and trimethoprim, that is cotrimoxazole, are showing its action on the bacteria. So you might ask a question, so the human also needs the folic acid synthesis in order for the DNA synthesis. So why the sulfonamides are not inhibiting the folic acid synthesis in our DNA, human DNA? That is because human DNA needs folic acid. That folic acid is derived by the diet itself. That folic acid is not developing in the human body. The human body is acquiring the folic acid by the diet. So that is why the sulfonamides doesn't show any action on the human folic acid synthesis. But if the human is already deprived of the folic acid, the action of the sulfonamides, the intake of the sulfonamides may cause a disease called macrocytic anemia, which is caused due to folate deficiency, which is said to be an adverse effect of the sulfonamides. If the sulfonamides are to be taken continuously, it might have chances of developing this macrocytic anemia in the persons who are deprived of the folic acid in their body. So this is how the sulfonamides and the drug cotrimoxazole shows its action on the bacteria. So if you find this video useful to you, please like and share it with your friends, and if you have any queries, ask any questions, please comment in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.